Thank you for joining us in studio, Peter.
Cool, no worries.
Fantastic. First and foremost, tell us, how did Afriski come about?
Look, Afriski, I mean, the whole area, people have been skiing in those mountains since the early 70s, and there's always been informal ski clubs utilizing the area for skiing. And in around 2000, the resort formally was established as a commercial entity. The development started, and around about 2004 is when it officially really came into fruition and operated as an official ski resort.
And how relevant is skiing in South Africa? I mean, we aren't the coldest country in the world or anything like that, and most of South Africa doesn't even have snowfall. But how relevant is it?
Yeah, I mean, I think for most South Africans have never seen snow in their life. You know, it's quite a novelty. It's an experience, a once in a lifetime experience for a lot of people. And until the early 2000s, it was something that people could only experience by going overseas, visiting the Alps or Austria. So it is sort of, it's an unusual sport, you know. But I think it's becoming more and more common, and people are really getting into it. And it's a whole experience. It's not just about skiing; it's about the whole experience around skiing. You know, the après-ski, the kids having fun, building snowmen. It's a great family activity.
Mm. And I understand that the company is based in Lesotho now. I also know that to have a thriving business, you also have to put in the right kind of location. Can you just tell us a little bit more about that? Why Lesotho?
Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, people have been skiing in that specific spot since the early 70s. I mean, it is one of the areas in the country that gets the highest snowfall. The slopes are also facing, you know, it's south-facing slopes, which you know you need, otherwise the snow would melt quickly. So it's the areas where the snow actually lasts the longest. It gets the most regular snowfall, and then the conditions for snowmaking is also the most ideal in that area.
And how do you prepare people for skiing in Lesotho, the novices, the people who are just there to say, hey, let me try this out?
Yeah, I mean, we've got a fully fledged ski school where we've got local as well as international instructors that are trained. And we've basically taken a 4-day ski school program and condensed it into a couple of hours.
Wow.
So you're able to teach people in about 4 to 6 hours the basics of skiing, and they can get going on the beginner slope, move up to the intermediate slope, and by the end of 4 days, hopefully ski from the top of the main slope. You know, at first some people say, well, I don't like the cold, I don't think I'll enjoy skiing. But once they're there and they're in it and they're prepared well, they've got the right clothing, they've got gloves and, you know, the right shoes. Once they're in it, it's something that it's almost like a virus. Once you get it, you'll have it forever and you'll always enjoy it. You know, I haven't met anyone yet that had a bad snow experience or that had an experience and disliked skiing. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit more about the Winter Festival 2016. I mean, mixing music and snow. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, it's quite an unusual concept. It was the brainchild of Alex from For Fire, the guys who started Neon Run in South Africa, and it's basically something that, you know, we've taken a summer music festival, we brought it to the snow, and giving people the opportunity to experience a little bit of snowboarding, snow fun, combined with music and DJs. And it actually it started off quite small last year. It's grown. This year we've already got around 350 people booked in.
Wow.
We've got double the amount of artists. You know, bands like Short Straw will be performing there. So it's also, there's a couple of the top South African bands and DJs that will be there. It's a 4-day festival, unique, one of a kind. There's nothing else like that in Africa, especially. So definitely worth coming.
Well, that definitely sounds uber interesting. I would love to actually be there and probably experience it for myself once in a lifetime, like you said before.
Great.
Thank you so much for coming into studio.
Cool. Thanks.
Awesome.